guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we have a cooking episode for you guys, and we will be making the famous Mumbai street food VADA PAV. And for those that don't know what VADA PAV is, you are missing out. It is so good. It is a deep fried potato put inside a super soft bun. It's accompanied with 1 or 2 chutneys and then a green chili, guys. It is so good. I had this dish just a few days ago at this Indian restaurant called Honest Indian, and it just blew my mind. I've been thinking about it ever since, so I guess we're gonna try to cook it. So I want you to stay with me through this video. Give me those pro tips, and let's get into the ingredients. So here are my ingredients. First, we have the main ingredient, the potatoes. And what we're gonna do with them is boil them, and then we're gonna make them into a circle or a patty, and that is what's gonna go inside the beautiful soft buns. Guys, this is so tasty. And here we have the different spices that are gonna make those potatoes just taste so good. We have our curry leaves, we have ginger garlic, those are staples in Indian cooking, and then we have our green chilies. Now over here we have the Kashmiri chili powder. You can also use a red chili powder, just a more spicy version. Then we have the cumin seeds and ajwain seeds. I'm gonna use some of these to spice up, watch this, the batter. So I have the batter here. This is the garam batter. I actually use this for my pakoras. You can go watch that video. So this is what's gonna be coated on the outside of the potato, give it that crispiness. And of course I got my coriander, salt, garam masala. This is an optional. You don't always need to use it, but I'm gonna use it because I love garam masala, and then turmeric. So guys, I'm going to get my potatoes boiling, and then I'm gonna start the batter because I need to let that batter rest for 30 minutes, and yeah, let's make some VADA PAV. Okay guys, my potatoes are boiling, and now we're gonna get into that coating. So here is the gram flour. I have about 2.5 cups. So we're gonna spice up this gram flour. We're gonna add, I'll show you right here, ajwain seeds. I don't usually use ajwain seeds too much, but for this recipe it calls for it. And I saw that you go here in your hand, and you kind of go like that, and then you go ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. You guys can let me know in the comments if that's right. Maybe it adds more flavor. Let's add a tiny bit more. And we're gonna add some kasuri chili powder. I keep calling that kashiri. Kasuri. Dribble that in. Get a little bit more. We don't want it too red. And then we're gonna add the salt. And now we're gonna add some water. We're gonna add this slowly. This one is important. Then we're gonna mix. So you guys have been letting me know in the comments below how popular this street food dish is. You guys were telling me it's on the corner of like every street you can get this dish. So you guys are so lucky. If you can get this on the corner of every street corner, you are lucky. I would love to just walk out and get some VADA PAV fresh. So tasty. Oop, I'm gonna have to add a lot more water. But again, guys, the recipe calls for gradually adding the water. We're trying to get to like a consistency that's not too runny, not too thick. Again, very similar to the pakora recipe that I did. And we are going to have to blend it so we don't have any chunks. So this is gonna take about, well, once you get to the consistency you need, it's gonna take about 2 to 4 minutes of constantly stirring it. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna show you at the end how this turns out. Okay guys, my coating is done. It looks perfect. Take a look at this consistency. So you don't want it too runny, not too thick. This is going to be perfect, and we want it to rest for 30 minutes. So I'm gonna put it to the side, and next we're gonna get into the potatoes. Now my potatoes are already done. I let them cool down a bit. I kept them in chunks because I think it's gonna have more flavor instead of just mushing it up too much. I'm gonna mush it up in the pan anyways. So I have my pan already on medium. I got the oil inside. First thing is first, we're gonna add the cumin. So I got my cumin seeds here. We're gonna do half a teaspoon. We don't want these to burn. Maybe add a tiny bit more. Perfect, give that a stir. So how many of you guys have had VADA PAV, and how much do you love it? Let me know in the comments below, because I absolutely love this dish. It is so good. And I did a little bit of research because what VADA PAV means. I know PAV means bread, but VADA I was slightly confused because I thought it should be like VADA aloo because of the potato, but VADA is like a fried fritter, so that's where it's coming from. VADA, like a fried fritter, and then PAV, the bread. You guys can let me know though if that's correct. So I got my cumin seeds in here. Next, I'm going to add, I got 1 chili over here. This is a green chili. Then I have about 4 garlics here. I got 1 inch of the ginger. This is optional. You guys don't need to add ginger, but me and Alfonso love garlic ginger. They're such healing root vegetables. Are they root vegetables? And then I got my cumins, or my curry leaves. Let's put it in, guys. So now we're making that filling. I am in love with curry leaves, guys. Just even them fried on its own has so much flavor, and they're so tasty. So let's watch this fry up for a little bit here. Again, you don't want it to burn. You could also too make this into more of a paste. The chili, the garlic, the ginger, you can mush it down into a paste. I'm just keeping it raw as is for this recipe. Next, we're going to add some turmeric. We love turmeric, super anti-inflammatory. We're gonna add half a teaspoon. And when you cook the turmeric, it gets rid of that kind of punchy taste that turmeric has if you just have it as the powder. And instantly your house just smells like a beautiful aroma of Indian spices. It is perfect. Next, we are going to add the garam masala, so that warm spice. This is optional too, guys. I've seen some recipes have it, some don't. I'm gonna go with it. Half a teaspoon. It gives it that nice warm aroma. And we're going to add the salt. Salt you can add too, like once we have our potatoes in, you can add more salt, of course. We're gonna let this cook for 1 or 2 more minutes. I want these to be not too hard, and then we're going to add our potatoes. All right, guys, let's add our potatoes. I'm gonna squish them as I add it in. I have about, well, these are small potatoes. I had like a good 8 or 9 potatoes, but again, they're small. All right. And now we are going to take the spatula. Gonna kind of push it down. You don't want it maybe like extremely mushy and wet and runny. You want some texture and some grip to it. So we're gonna let this cook now. We're gonna taste it. We're gonna see if it needs more salt, of course. And then yeah, we're gonna let it rest and cool down. And then guys, like some of the funner parts are coming up. It is when we're gonna deep fry the potato. I also have to make a couple chutneys for this recipe. So if you like this video, if you're impressed with my cooking, hit that like button, hit the bell, and hit that subscribe button while you're at it. We hope to go to Mumbai and actually try VADA PAV from the source. I think it'll be super tasty, so you guys gotta hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, my potatoes are done. Take a look. I put them in this bowl so I can let them cool down. I did add coriander, and I did add a dash of lemon too. So I'm gonna let that sit. Now I have my oil heating up here. I'm gonna start making my other chutney, but before I do that, I have my green chutney here. This is gonna go inside of the sandwich at the bottom. And I added cilantro, garlic, ginger, chili, salt, a little bit of water, squished it down, so this is super tasty. I'm gonna leave that on the side. Now next, it's so interesting guys, because when I first had this street food, I thought it was a certain type of spice like you would just buy off of the shelf or something. But this chutney here is actually used with the gram flour, and then it's blended with garlic, some Kashmiri chili powder, salt, a little bit. So I'm gonna show you, first attempt, let's try it. So we're gonna put our hand in, and then we're going to let this little pieces, whoop, that was a lot. So we're trying to make these crispy bits. I'll do a little more. Okay, we're gonna let that cook. All right, guys, so again, this is gonna be that crispy, spicy powder like that you sprinkle on top of the sandwich. Let me flip it here. Ooh, looking good. That cooked really quick. I might even do a tiny bit more after this. And this is gonna go in the blender right after. Okay, we're gonna take it out. Look at that. You can even take just some crispy bits and not even blend it up and just have it as extra on the side, because it adds so much texture to the sandwich, guys. I love Indian food. Oh my gosh. It is just so fun to explore, guys. You have to keep letting me know which dishes to try. I didn't even know about this one. We're gonna add one more. I think we need just a tiny bit more. I love how that puffs up like that. All right, let that cook. All right, while that's cooking, we're gonna add the garlic after this. I'm gonna show you a little tip though, so the garlic doesn't like spark up. What you're gonna do is poke little holes in the garlic. Well, that one already has a big crack, but poke little holes in the garlic. This is gonna make it so it doesn't, like, how do I say it? Like when you drop it in the oil, it sparks back at you, adding the little holes into the garlic. Be careful. I should have probably used a toothpick. Okay, let's stir this a bit. few more minutes. I'm gonna add a little bit more holes in the garlic. Fits right there. Okay guys, we're gonna take that out. Let me move a little bit of that. Ooh, that's crispy. This was the most nervous part for me of the recipe because I wasn't sure how this was gonna turn out with the batter. It is so important that you guys have, you know, the perfect texture of batter, but I think I got it right on the first try here. Okay, so I'm gonna let that cool. Next, I'm gonna put my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 garlics. Let's see if my trick worked. Oh, it did work. Perfect. Oh. I started hearing like crackling and then Alfonso's like, we're gonna let this cook for only like a minute. And next we're going to take some of this, there's a word for it, you guys can let me know in the comments, and mix it with the garlic and blend it. I'm gonna show you my garlic ready, and take a look. Garlic. On the side. All right guys, we're going to blend this with some spices, and we're like halfway through the recipe. Okay guys, I took that deep fried gram flour, I blended it with the garlic, I added kasuri chili powder, and then I came out with this. So this is what I'm gonna sprinkle on top and inside of the bun. So now the fun part. I already actually deep fried some chilies. Take a look at what I did. I put them in patties. And next is the interesting part. We get to dip it in the batter and fry them. Is this hot? Kind of. Okay, let's do it from here. So I'm gonna dip it in. Up, and then, well, you could move it around your thumb to make sure that it's even. And drop it in. I'm gonna do another one. My potato seems very soft. Maybe you guys have a tip for me. It just, or maybe that's how it's supposed to feel, but it's just very soft. In it goes. Let's actually watch these two before I put in another one. So this is the most important step, guys. This is what goes inside of the pav. Ooh. It's getting coated. It's got a good coat on it. I think the next couple ones, I'll probably use my thumb a little bit more so I can get it more thin, the coating. But that looks tremendously good. It's such a comforting snack. It's like, and just with the spices, the chutneys, like I really can't get over it. One of my favorite ones is the pani puri. That one's my favorite. But this is a hard contender for me. I feel like I can have this more like an everyday kind of feeling. Okay, I think they're ready. Let's take it out. There's one. And the other one. Those are thick too. I don't know if the one at Honest Indian was that thick. So guys, we're gonna fry up the rest of these potato patties. Ooh, they're really, really nice. And then the best part is the eating it part. We're gonna try it. Let me know what you think. All right, guys, what a recipe. We made Mumbai's famous street food, VADA PAV. Take a look at the end results, and I think they look pretty tasty, guys. What do you think? So, guys, this recipe, it seems like it's easy. It's just a potato and a bun. Simple, but there were a lot of steps to this, especially with the chutneys and the extra crispy ones. So, guys, it is the best part. It is the trying it part. And I cannot wait. This is like the ultimate soft satisfaction sandwich. I saw online they call this MUMBAI'S burger, something like that. MUMBAI'S burger. So let's try it. The potato filling. Oh my gosh, the potato filling has so much flavor and it's so soft. And you know what, guys? What's adding so much texture is the crispy bits that we made. This is adding so much. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spice it up even more. I'm gonna add a little bit more. This adds just so much flavor. I love it. And I even added a little bit more of this, these crispy bits that I didn't blend. These add so much texture too. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. Do you love this sandwich? Is it your go-to snack? Because for me, it is so satisfying. I love it. Perfect amount of salt, perfect amount of spices. Guys, the curry leaves just add so much flavor to this sandwich. It's unbelievable. I can devour all of them because I'm so hungry, and these are just so tasty. I even have a bit of this extra chutney. This has so much flavor too, guys. Just to top it off. Garlic, ginger, cilantro. Love it. Okay, guys, you have to let me know in the comments below other Mumbai street food dishes that I should try. These are so tasty, guys. Like this video, subscribe so we can continue making videos for you guys. And on that note, just keep on dancing.